No,
What does a victory Monday feel like again?
it just feels good to win. We don't really have a victory Monday today, but it feels good to win after losing for a month straight. Just to get that off our back and get back to winning ways is good.
Todd, we saw that Yaya Diaby had the second most snaps among outside linebackers. Just curious what you see from him that has earned him more trust and playing time.
He's very strong. He's very tough. He's probably the strongest one we got out there. He's very good against the run, against a running team. You're likely to see more snaps from him for what he does for us in that department. But he's getting a grasp of the system. He's earning more playing time. He's getting it.
He was sacked by Vita the first sack of the game. He was coming off the edge, and I know Elijah was on the edge, and you had the outside linebackers in the middle. Just what do you like about him kind of being able to do that? Was it a matchup thing? I know some teams also, on third down, they will put their speedy guys inside.
Well, we've been running games outside with those guys, and we decided to not run the game this time, and the tackle went down thinking we were going to run a game, so he had kind of a short corner for him to get a sack. It was a good job by Coach Rogers making that happen.
Just the ability of a guy that big to be able to move the way he does, to be able to come off the edge, just what can you say about that?
It's huge because he can collapse the pocket. He can collapse the pocket and make us do things inside that we typically don't normally do.
He's been here a while. In terms of his growth as a leader, he does it his own unique Vita-like way. There's a little bit of humor to it, and just like, what have you seen him, the maturity of him as a guy that players really look up to and respect?
He doesn't speak out a lot, but when he does, everybody listens. He's very good on the sideline in practice and in ball games. He's a lot more vocal when he's in his own wheelhouse as opposed to just standing in front of the media. He has a lot more to say, but he takes things to heart. He really leads the right way. He talks a lot of mess as he does it, but it's enjoyable, and it's good for the team. It's good for the camaraderie, but he does a heck of a job getting everybody focused and ready to play.
It was the first we saw of Marquise Watts, and obviously he had a big role in the Winfield interception. Just want to ask you what you've liked about him and what led to you wanting to dress him for the first time yesterday.
He's been working against Tristan and Luke the past couple of weeks, and he's been giving them fits in practice. I'm like, this guy probably needs to get a shot in the game. So with the people injured, we had a chance to dress him out and without losing too much. So we dressed him out and gave him a shot, and he came through just like he did in practice.
Earned a shot to dress out again?
It's possible.
Does it look like Baker's hand's going to be okay? Thumb?
Yeah, Baker's good.
We've talked before about generating a consistent pass rush, and yesterday there was multiple sacks, multiple quarterback hits. How did that consistent pressure help dictate or allow you to pretty much call whatever you wanted to call on defense?
It's about winning first down. Against those guys, they're very tough on first, second down, keeping it third and manageable. Getting Henry going on first down makes it trouble the rest of the game. We got a few TFLs in there early, got them in some long yardage situations where we could pin our ears back a little bit, and the guys got going early. So we worked at it all week. We'll continue to work at it, and it got us going early, and they just kept it up throughout the game.
Different circumstance, but does this feel? You were this record a year ago, and you won the division, and I don't see any teams pulling away that you can't beat. So does this feel very similar in the sense that this is going to be we could stay in this thing till the end. It could just be a game or two between whoever wins it and who doesn't.
It's the same, but it's different. We feel different because we're a different team. Obviously, the record and everything is the same, but we feel like we're being it right to the very end. So we just have to take care of our business and get on the streak. And like you said, November and December football are very important. This is the third quarter for us. If we can do well in the third quarter and set up the fourth quarter, we feel like we can bring it home.
Baker was asked this yesterday, but wanted to get your thoughts as well. What's going through your mind when Tristan Wirfs picks up the football and starts running down the field?
I was initially thinking, what kind of touchdown dance is he going to do? But after that, I'll just make sure he hold on to the football.
I asked about Camardo only because he's been so steady for you all year, but didn't have a very good day yesterday. I think he averaged like 34 yards a pop. Was there anything that stood out for why he didn't have better numbers?
No, and the ones he shanked were really the pooch ones. He wasn't trying to boom them. We're trying to get him inside the 20, and they kind of went off the side of the foot. Those knuckleball ones went kind of bad, but we have full confidence in Jake, and he'll bounce back.
Can you speak to the day that Jamel Dean had yesterday?
He did a heck of a job. Hopkins has been playing better than anybody in the league to hold him to 27 yards between him and Zion. was outstanding. They don't get the credit for it because the balls weren't thrown, but they did a heck of a job locking in.
When you think about last year, it wasn't a good memory in San Francisco, obviously, but you're right back there again this year. What did you learn about the 49ers, about that trip? Again, you have a totally different team, I get all that, but in terms of like what is useful for you this year, having played them out there like a year ago?
Well, you get to see how they played you last time, and obviously it'll be different again this time, but very well-coached team, don't commit a lot of penalties, play very composed football. So you got to withstand the first, second, and third wave of those guys because they're going to keep coming. So understanding what we have to do from our standpoint will be more important than what they have to do. So we just have to go out there and understand the mistakes we made last year and correct the things and just play hard, tough football.
With Canales being a West Coast guy and being out there for a long time, how much can you lean on him in your preparations for San Francisco? I mean, I know you're watching everybody, but the fact that he's been out there and game playing against those guys a lot before.
Well, I got to see what kind of success he had first. If they've been beating him down, then I'm not going to rely on him a lot. No, Dave's a smart guy. We'll have a game plan ready on both sides of the football, and we'll go out there trying to win this ball game.
What did you learn about Brock Purdy when you played him a year ago? It was his first start.
It wasn't so much of him as was the entire team. I know he's a tough guy. They wouldn't put him out there if he couldn't play. He can run. He's accurate. He can play. He's very calm in the pocket. And he got hit the first play of the game. He came back and had a heck of a day. So, just understanding we got to play 4 quarters of football. They can run it and they can throw it, and he can see the entire field. So we just got to be disciplined.
You had Filer is doubtful and he didn't dress. As you move forward, do you have a sense in terms of whether you'd like to stay with Stinney as well as he's played or go back to Matt there at left guard?
Well, we'll see when he comes back. Stinney's done a lot of good things, and we'll make that decision as it comes up.
You mentioned that you guys were so much more successful on the early downs. I mean, was there a concerted effort to attack more on first and second down, or was that just the success that you were having versus, say, the previous game?
It was kind of 50-50. We wanted to attack more on first down because we knew we could try to get him in second and long. Getting him going early, as we've seen in this league, he can get going downhill real fast. So it was a concerted effort to try to get some TFLs.
And you guys had salary cap restrictions. You didn't have a lot of money, right, and all that stuff. But you get Baker Mayfield, and there was other free agent quarterbacks in this league that went for a lot of money, some in this division. When you look at just, and this isn't a business class necessarily, but just what he's produced for the opportunity he's been given here. Do you feel really fortunate that it was kind of a nice fit, right? I mean, we're still only halfway through the season, but.
I think it was a great fit. Extremely fortunate for both of us. It was a great fit for us, for him coming here, understanding the offense, and doing what he's doing right now. We could never imagine. We thought about it. We thought we could see it, but it's coming true and it's coming to fruition. I'm glad he's happy here because we're happy with him, and I think it's a great marriage.
I know that he's not happy about having that one interception yesterday, but the whole body of work, and given his history too, to not turn the ball over, to take care of the football, just what can you say about him doing that?
Bake's been playing well for us. He really has been playing the quarterback position well. He's a very smart player. He doesn't get enough credit for his intelligence, going somewhere with the football, not just gritty and tough, which everybody uses, but he's been playing very good football, and we're very happy about that.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
All right, Jamel Dean.